welcome here to TalkFCB and welcome back to the channel, guys, to plenty of Barca news coming your way today, as we are going to be discussing the unbelievable Memphis Depay, who is on fire right now. We are going to be looking into all of the numbers and his simply incredible form. We're also going to be talking about the return of Philippe Coutinho and all of the latest from today's friendly trading match which took place there behind closed doors. And finally, we are also going to be taking an early look there at our clash against Bayern Munich. It is all coming up, so let's get to it. But if we start, first of all, with Memphis, because quite simply, we have to start with Memphis. He is absolutely destroying everyone right now. Doesn't matter what game he plays, doesn't matter which team he plays in, he is really on the very, very top of his game. He played last night for the Netherlands in their World Cup qualifier against Turkey, and he was absolutely outstanding. It was brilliant to see him full of confidence there in the opening minute. There was some stunning one-touch football there from the Netherlands, a little layoff from Memphis in that number 9 position, setting up Klaassen to score a brilliant goal. And if that was a good move, the second goal, it was magical. Memphis there, picking the ball up in a bit of a deep position, dropping off there. Lovely little flick this time into Klaassen, who returns the favour to Memphis. And again, what I love about it is the fact that he's in front of goal. He's so instinctive. It just comes naturally to him there to just put the ball past the goalkeeper. Simple as you like. Brilliant, brilliant goal. There was a Panenka from the penalty spot. He's got a poacher's goal as well there, just a few yards out with his head. And as you can see, a hat-trick for Memphis Depay. He got an assist as well, creating chances, working hard at the very, very top of his game. His first ever Netherlands hat-trick, and he's really climbing now up their all-time goal-scoring charts there in Holland. And as we've seen over the past few weeks and months, all he's doing here is just following on to the stunning start to his Barca career. He's really hit the ground running. He's settled incredibly quickly. And I also think when you look at Memphis there, the kind of numbers that he's showing already, the kind of maturity that he's showing in front of goal, winning us points, scoring us big, big goals, I think he's enjoying the extra responsibility. There's no Lionel Messi now. There's also no Antoine Griezmann, but Memphis is relishing that opportunity to be the star of the team. And he's really, really enjoying his football. And it's not only here about his debut season. It's not only here about his form with the Netherlands. I think here, not only Barca fans, but every single football fan around the world, we should be appreciating what Memphis has done in 2021. The kind of company that he's keeping there. Because as you can see, this here is the leaderboard for the top players there with the most goals and assists in 2021. Of course, first you've got Lewandowski, outstanding numbers from him. You've also got Lionel Messi up there. Of course, he's going to be there, incredible in terms of goals and assists. Erling Haaland, a goal-scoring machine, is going to be up there too. But in fourth place, is it Mbappe? Is it Neymar? No, it's Memphis Depay as the fourth top player in terms of goals or assists. That's 28 goals now and 14 assists throughout the year. Stunning numbers, a stunning player. And I do have to say, guys, no matter what you think there of Ronald Koeman, one thing that we do have to hold our hands up and say, you know what, big credit to him, it's Memphis Depay. He has been insistent ever since he arrived as the Barca coach that he wanted him, he needed him in his team. He'd been asking the board, the previous board, every single transfer window, he was saying, please, I really, really want to sign Memphis. And I think this summer, for us to bring in a player of this quality, of this stature, on a free transfer, and also on very manageable wages, it's really impressive business, and I'm so happy. I am genuinely delighted to have this man at our club. But of course, guys, looking ahead to this weekend, looking beyond now the international break, the big question over the past few days has been, are we even going to be playing this weekend in La Liga? Well, you know what? No, we're not. It has been 100% confirmed now that Barca's trip to the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan to face Sevilla has been officially postponed there by the Spanish High Council following a request from La Liga themselves. Because obviously the match was due to take place here on Saturday night. There were concerns from La Liga about the fact that South American players are going to be arriving back very, very late. They will have played 3 qualifiers, many of them, which, to be honest, would have affected Sevilla more than it would us. We only have Ronald Araujo out on South American duty, so it would have been a lot more difficult for Sevilla this weekend. But La Liga wanted the game postponed. Now it has been, which ultimately means that our very next game, it's going to be against Bayern Munich. next Tuesday, live from the Camp Nou, in our first Champions League match of the new season. It's going to be a game that's going to test us. It's going to be a game that I think is going to really highlight where we are, exactly how and whether we can compete at the very, very, very top level. And honestly, for me, after that game now this weekend in La Liga has been postponed, it's not ideal, because I think after a 2-week break there due to internationals, we'd only played 3 league games anyway. We were already lacking a bit of match fitness, a bit of rhythm all together there in the team. And I think now to lose that game on the weekend, it's yet more time that we would have had to gel together, to work together in this new look Barca team. And I just think our very first game back after the international break being Bayern, it's just not ideal now. It means we're going to have to work really, really hard to find our level again. And Koeman is going to need to make sure that the intensity, it has to be there from the first minute. And life for us now has probably been made even more difficult. But, of course, these are obstacles as coaches and players that you need to overcome, and perhaps that's why this morning a training match was held there between those players who are not away on international duty at Barça, playing against their AE Prat there, a Catalan team based in the 4th tier of Spanish football. And ahead of that Bayern game, it was significant that Ansu Fati did not feature in that training game today. According to reports, he was not involved in that game in any capacity whatsoever, which means that he's very unlikely to play against Bayern. It's pretty much completely ruled out, because although Ansu does remain still very, very close to that return, maybe the club feel as though the game against Bayern wouldn't have exactly been the ideal circumstances there to welcome him back into. Barca are being very, very cautious with Ansu. Of course, they're given his previous setbacks. And I think when you're looking there at potential forwards, obviously Memphis is going to be the first name on the team sheet. You've got Braithwaite, Luke de Jong. Those two are going to be fighting to be ready for that Bayern game in this Barca team. But obviously, aside from that, there's no Griezmann anymore. He's not going to be available. He's not going to be in the team anymore. Very, very funny, I thought, that he finally cut his hair. Now he's sealed his return to Atletico Madrid. We also still won't have the likes of Sergio Aguero, of Ousmane Dembele. They're still going to be injured there. They will not be available for selection, which does pose the question now. Could we be about to see another long-term absentee return to the team? Are we about to welcome back Philippe Coutinho? Because obviously, over the start of the season, he has been very much on the fringes, very, very close to making his return to the Barca team. But Barca have also been very, very careful to ease him back into things. But could he be about to step out on the field again in a Barcelona shirt? And of course against his former team Bayern, where he won the Champions League not so long ago? Well, according to the Spanish media, yes, they are convinced right now that Coutinho is going to return against Bayern. He is going to play some part in that game. I would imagine it would be off the bench. I think it would be very, very unlikely to start him in the game. That would be the ultimate surprise, but it would be Coutinho's first game back after 259 days out injured. And I think it is made more interesting by the fact that today Coutinho did play in that friendly behind the closed doors game in training. He did play apparently around 60 minutes of that game. He scored one of Barca's 2 goals in the match, and apparently he was the best player on the pitch. And like I say, given our lack of offensive options, given the fact that we do have certain issues in those areas right now, Coutinho, he is a possibility. He is striving to come back into this team, and I am really interested to see, against Bayern, will we see him once again? So that right there, guys, is some reaction now as we are looking towards the end of this international break. I am absolutely delighted, like I say, to see the form of Memphis Depay very much continuing. What do you make there about the fact this weekend's game has been postponed? Do you feel as though that puts us at a bit of a disadvantage ahead of a huge, huge task that we have that awaits us in Bayern Munich? And what do you make there of our options going into that game? Would you like to see Coutinho return? Please let me know all of those thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, ahead of that match, there is going to be plenty of build-up, because there's going to be a lot to delve into. It'll all be coming up soon. But until next time, guys, as always, Visca El Barça.